blowing quite hard out there. We're expecting good 15 knots of wind, maybe 20.
Can you hear that? It's the sounds of the rainforest. We're, I don't know, halfway? More than halfway?
The trip back over the mountain was a little bit sketchy. It's very, very steep. The signpost said 45 degrees.
Turtles should be free. They should be free to lay their eggs and do what they do in the sea.
Well, as you may be able to hear, Liz is freaking out. The bats have returned. Just getting the torch. Let's go and see what Liz is up to. Well, we can hear other boats in the anchorage also shaking their halyards. I can hear a girl on another boat shouting, "Go away!" So we were chatting. Oh, here we go. We were chatting to a German guy yesterday on the boat next to us who apparently had a bat land on his wind instrument and broke it, so he no longer has wind speed. There he is, look at that. This is us on our scooters. We are going off for a little ride over the hill of Tioman onto the east coast. Apparently there's a turtle sanctuary there which we want to go and check out, so let's go. Well, here we are. Don't know where we are actually. We're somewhere in the middle of the jungle, and as you can see, we're surrounded by these huge palms. These palms stand about 20 meters high. Take a look at this.
Can you hear that? It's the sounds of the rainforest. We're, I don't know, halfway? More than halfway?
No idea.
No idea, but it's just lovely here because we've got the canopy over the head, so it's lovely and cool, and you can hear the noise.
so just above the sound of the surf, which you can hear behind me because we're now on the east side, which is where the wind's coming from. You can see that there's quite big breaking waves. Can you believe there's actually boats out on moorings over there, which surprises me considering the amount of water that's coming in here. But I'm not quite sure where I am, so I need to find the local information centre and find my way around. So, oh, it looks like it's right here. Hold on. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'd like to know where the turtle sanctuary is, please.
Over there.
Welcome to Malaysia. You ruined it by smiling at the end.
This is Najib, and
Najib,
he's from the Juara Turtle Project.
Yes, exactly.
And we just had a giggle because you've seen my turtle.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is part of the Sea Monkey Project. And you guys are working with them. You've got a machine here,
Yeah,
and you're selling them.
Exactly. So
makes perfect sense.
yeah, it's very good. For the plastic waste can become something like this.
Yeah.
You can sell it.
So what do you do here?
So here we try to focus on protecting the nest, the eggs, and also the habitats of sea turtle, especially on the east coast of Tioman. When you find any eggs, any nests on the other beach, on this beach, we try to relocate everything inside our hatchery because
So you're protecting them because if they're on other beaches, they're open to predators and so forth. And so you try and bring as many as you can here. And you have an actual hatchery.
Yeah, we have on the beach just over there.
Is that open to the public?
It's closed, but it's been surrounded by the mesh, so you can actually see through the hatchery.
Oh, well,
so
that's good.
Yeah,
they need protecting.
Exactly.
So you did just tell me that the main predator is the monitor lizard.
Yes, exactly.
And we know there are a lot of monitor lizards in this area.
Yeah.
I asked you if humans are still a problem.
Yeah, back in 20, 30 years ago, like 40 years ago, the local here is collecting the eggs for their consumption. So it's like a delicacy for them for eating the eggs. But I think right now they are less and less, just like minority only, because right now they are actually already changed to another profession. So they are actually involved more in tourism because tourism here is quite booming. So a lot of people come here, so they need also a lot of resources to support that kind of tourism.
And the island really supports sustainable tourism as much as possible, doesn't
exactly.
it?
Especially here, we still have the nesting of sea turtle.
Yes.
So we try to have a sustainable tourism so that we can actually coexist together with sea turtle nesting.
Yes. So tourists coming here is actually helping Tioman, certainly helping Tioman's turtles. It's giving local people employment, and the turtles are being looked after.
Yeah, exactly. Very good. You can see all the access here used to have the nesting of the sea turtle, but unfortunately right now we have around like 5 or 6 beaches that still have the nesting. And also in Juara, on this area here, actually it's the last resort for them to nest actually. In Juara here we have 2 beaches here. So this one is called Mentawak and the other one is Carlberg. On this beach here we already had egg nests. So actually all the egg nest is from one turtle. So actually one mother turtle can lay up to eggs time per season.
Wow.
So yeah, that's
How many eggs in one nest?
Roughly we have for green turtle around 100 to 120. For hawksbill they lay more than that, around 150 eggs per nest.
And is it mostly green and hawksbill that we have here?
In Tioman we only have 2 species. We only have green and hawksbill.
visitors they have here are disappointed there aren't any turtles to see. Now obviously that's not something that the guys here want to do, because turtles should be free. They should be free to lay their eggs and do what they do in the sea. So they did keep a turtle for a while, Joe, and they kept that turtle because it was blind and they looked after it. But a couple of years ago they got up one morning and the turtle was gone. And it used to be, I think it was a she or a he, I'm not quite sure, kept in this tank here. There's no way the turtle could have got out on its own. Somebody took it. So we just hope that poor Joe, who is a blind turtle, is doing okay somehow.
I've just done a nice little cruise over to the east side of the island, and we've come back west, and we thought we'd go up north now, north on the east west side. Now I don't know if it's very clear in our vlog, but we were once anchored just there, and we've actually moved down. I think I mentioned a couple of reasons why. One was the smell of the rubbish, which I think's right there. But the other thing are these little bastards, and you can probably hear them. They are fruit bats, and there must be, I don't know, about 20 pine trees that these little critters are living in. They have an average wingspan of 1.4 meters, and how many thousands are there of them? These trees are littered with them. I'll point the camera up and you can have a closer look at them. Noisy bastards, aren't they? So we've had a great day just cruising around the island. It's been a real eye-opener. Having a scooter is, I think, one of the best ways to see an area, and just because you're exposed to the elements, you know. The trip back over the mountain though, that one up there, which you can't see, was a little bit sketchy. It's very, very steep. The signpost said 45 degrees. Anyway, we're going to wrap up this today's little jaunt with a trip to our favourite restaurant. Now, this one's called the Sarang Seafood Village, and I'm only mentioning this because we've eaten here so many times now. We've tried a few other restaurants in Tioman. One in particular, and I'm going to mention the name, they're called Cabana, and they're on the beach. Complete fucking arseholes. The moodiest people you will ever meet. Never go there. They're wankers. But this place is, I think, probably the best food on the island. We've eaten at a few of the restaurants here, but this one's definitely our favourite. Liz is already tucking into one of our favourite starters, which is ikan bilis, which is basically anchovies, but they fry it up with hot chilli and also with onion as well. It's extremely tasty. And the other thing with this place is that right next door is the off licence. This is where we buy our beer. Don't forget, it's all duty free here, so it's nice and cheap. So you pick up your beer from here and you come and eat over there. Let's go and I'll show you what this ikan bilis is like. It's absolutely delicious. Well, I was going to show you the ikan bilis, but it looks like someone's eaten it all. There it is. Fried with onion, hot chilli. It's absolutely delicious. It goes very well with a beer and a vape. Oh, and a Summersby, a little cider, one of Liz's favourite tipples.
So good, so good.
Well, it is D-Day. It's time to leave for the MMSI, so we're just doing a bit of a quick tidy up and got some pasta on the go. Thought we should fill our tums. And most importantly, Millie has found her sweet spot. What do you think, Mills? It's blowing quite hard out there. We're expecting good 15 knots of wind, maybe 20, and it should be on the beam, so exciting stuff. Okay, we're weighing anchor and we're ready to rock and roll. Wind is quite strong actually, I haven't checked, but it's gusting quite strong through here, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. We've got about 5 miles to go up the side of the coast, so might run downwind with the head sail. We'll see how it goes. Anchor seems to be okay, which was a bit of a worry because there's lots of coral here, but I think we're in sand. Blah 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 blah. Let's go.